Ladies, I need your advice. So the last 5 years, I have been struggling with a couple of period symptoms that seem to be getting worse each year. And I don't know if it's my age or if it's my PCOS, but something is causing it to get worse as time goes on, and they're getting pretty difficult to deal with. And I know that I cannot be the only woman who struggles with this, so I'm reaching out to you guys to see if somebody struggles with them, with these two symptoms, and has found some sort of solution that helps them.
Losing weight, it's not just a physical thing. It's here and it's here. Fight through it. You can do it. Don't give up.
So the first one is the biggest one. During my period, actually the first about 1 to 2 weeks before my period starts, I cannot empty my bladder. I will go pee, I'll pull up my pants, wash my hands, and then I immediately have to pee again. My bladder never feels empty during that time, and it carries on throughout my period. So sometimes it goes anywhere from 1 to 3 weeks where I am constantly in the bathroom because I cannot empty my bladder. And before you guys say go to the doctor, I did, and I got an ultrasound and everything, and they put me through all these tests, and the doctor basically just said, there's nothing wrong with you, it's normal, and it's just your hormones, and that's it. There's nothing we can do, and sent me home. So I continued to deal with it, but it gets really annoying. So if anybody has dealt with this, please let me know. And if there's any sort of thing that you found that helps relieve this, I would love your suggestions. I will try anything at this point. Second one, my anxiety goes through the roof. I never had this problem until the last 5 years or so, but this last year I've noticed it's ramped up, and I don't get anxious about like normal things. I focus on things that are like really silly, like what I'm gonna wear the next day, or if there's a spot on the mirror but it's not time to clean the mirror, I will focus on that spot until I clean it, even if it's 3 in the morning and I'm not, like, I'm supposed to be sleeping. It drives me nuts, just little things. And that happens about a week before and then during my period, and then it goes away. So I don't know if you guys struggle with that, if you have like this focus on these weird little things that really are meaningless, like you shouldn't be worrying about them. Please let me know if you found any sort of thing. I basically just tell my head to be quiet and I try to ignore it, but sometimes it's hard to, and I end up focusing for an hour or so on something so silly. So any suggestions? I'm open. I'm done with these things. And then I know there are some symptoms that I get that I'm pretty sure my PCOS causes. Like usually about a week before my period, I start losing handfuls of hair, and I'm pretty sure that that's my PCOS, and that because my hormones are off, that's what my body does. I also get so tired. Doesn't matter how much I sleep. And sometimes I beat myself up because I'm like, you slept for like 10 hours. What more do you want? But I'm still exhausted. But it's not like the tired where you haven't slept or you've done a lot in a day. It's like that deep down fatigue that you just can't get rid of. And when you sleep, you're like completely out of it. But when you wake up, you don't feel rested. That kind of fatigue. I'm sure there's lots of women who deal with that out there. And then I notice it sort of transfers into the gym, so I'll be exhausted, and I also feel like I lose my strength, like I'm pretty weak during that time and just like sluggish. So when I go into the gym, I'm like dragging and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't lift the weight I normally lift. And I'll start, because I'm having like my hormones are off and I'm having PMS, I'll start going, okay, screw this, I'm not working out, I'm just gonna do whatever I can. But then I say, wait a minute, you know that this stuff happens, you know what it is, don't let it get in your way. And I end up flipping it, and I don't excuse myself for it. So I say to myself, hello, you're a woman, this is normal, it's not going away anytime soon. So yes, be gentle on yourself, but you still gotta push. You can't let these symptoms that are gonna happen every month, and because I have PCOS, I get anywhere from 1 to 2 periods a month, just depending on what my body wants to do. So you're gonna have to learn how to push through anyway. And I know that I'm strong physically and mentally, so I just do it. I modify my exercise, meaning I drop the weight a little bit and I push out as many reps as I can with as much intensity as I can. And so the message here is, yeah, we're women and we struggle with a lot of crap monthly, but we can't let that stuff get in our way. You are worth it. Push through it. So, thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you have any tips, I prefer natural solutions. If there's any vitamins or any sort of natural solution that you've got to what I talked about earlier, anything would be awesome. I will give it a try. And remember, just because we get these things doesn't mean that everything is ruined. You are strong, ladies. Push through it. You are worth fighting for. Fight through it. Give it as much as you can. Do not let this stuff get in your way. So, don't forget to like and subscribe, alright? If not, know what you're gonna get? Fancy nails of doom.
That's not that evil.
Thanks for watching.
Bye guys.
Bye guys.